I'd like to welcome you to Monday, and Palm Sunday was nice yesterday. And whether you were here or at home, I hope that spirit of Palm Sunday and Holy Week is a part of your journey this week. This is Holy Week, and on Thursday night and Friday at noon, there'll be services of the 7 last words. So a little bit different, but it'll be nice. Then on Easter Sunday, we have services at 7. Services at 8:30 and 10 o'clock and 11:15. I hope, especially at 8:30, which we had quite a few people here last Sunday, we're going to kind of have some fun because we can't have any more than about 95, 100 people here at the same time. And so we're going to, when you come on Easter Sunday, especially at the early service, 8:30, you're going to get a little red ticket. And we're going to have some fun because the first 100 people get to sit in the sanctuary. So if you're a little bit late and we're out of tickets, you'll probably have to sit in Charter Hall. But I hope if you have to we'll do it with good humor, because Easter Sunday it's supposed to be a nice weekend too. So let's just bring your flexible shoes and a nice attitude, and let's celebrate the Alleluia and the hope of Easter Sunday. In the morning, I usually go out for a little jog up and down 139th Street, and at this point in my life, I jog so slow I almost go backwards. But on my way back to my house, it was still dark, and the American flag in the front lawn, and above the American flag was this full moon. Oh my gosh, it just screamed beauty. And I looked at the moon, and I looked at the flag, and I said, I got to take a picture. So I went inside the house, got my little camera and a glass of water because I was thirsty. And I just looked at the flag, and I looked at the moon, and I took a drink of water. And it made me think of those words of Jesus on the cross where he says, I thirst. And in the story of Jesus dying on the cross, when he said, I thirst, they took a sponge and gave him some like bad tasting wine, and they put it toward his lips. And I was trying to think of what Jesus on the cross was thirsting for, because I'm sure his thirst came from deep within his soul. That as he said, I thirst, he was thirsting that in his death, people would carry on with his spirit. That he was thirsting that people would see the simplicity and the beauty and the message that he brought. That Jesus was thirsting that the outcasts, that the people on the outside looking in would become a part of their tradition. That people would take his word of kindness and forgiveness and grace, and in his death and with him not being there, that they would embody that spirit and make it come alive in the way they talked about and treated other people. Yes, Jesus' thirst had to be more than a physical thirst. A deep yearning that God's Spirit would live in his followers. And here I'm having a drink of water, and he was on the cross giving his life. And so I'm wondering, as we share these few moments this morning, what do you thirst for in your life? What are you thirsting for as we live each day during Holy Week and during this pandemic? I was thinking how much I thirst for all the people that were in the prayer book yesterday. I was thinking how over the past 12 or 13 months, how I thirst for our church, that most of all that we can survive this year, which we have, but in our coming back together, that we'll continue to embody the spirit of that humble carpenter who's at the center of who we are. You know, I was looking at that moon. Remember that book, Good Night Moon, that a lot of us read to our kids and our nieces and nephews? Good Night Moon and Good Night Bowl of Cereal and Good Night whatever it was. And I thirst that the kids in this world can find hope and can find purpose. And I think of all those kids on the border, and even though that's a problem way beyond our control, I think of them because they're God's children too. And as I looked at the moon, I saw the flag too, and I thirst for our country. My God, I wish we weren't so divided. I wish that we could somehow take that simplicity of spirit and kindness that Jesus brings and bring it into the way that we treat people and work together. That in all the stuff that we face as a country, I look at that flag that we can then come together and put our differences aside and be the kind of spiritual America that we are supposedly destined to be. Yes, you thirst, and I thirst, and we thirst together. And let's never stop dreaming. Let's never stop trying. Let's take those words of Jesus on the cross, and if we thirst for something deep, let's just keep that thirst alive. And I guess the only way we can quench it is by living a journey of kindness and goodness unto others. And I know it's easy to say all those things. It's easy to be naive like I usually am. But if we can thirst for goodness and purpose, one person, one moment at a time, then that is infectious and contagious. And people will see that. And we can make our little corner of the kingdom a better place. That thirst is what Holy Week is all about, and I'm looking forward to sharing this journey together. Thanks for listening. Thanks for caring. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.